Good morning. It's a beautiful April morning here in Tidewater, Virginia, and I'm going to show you the first look at my garden for 2021. I'm starting at the street, and this is the flower garden that we installed last year. Echinaceas came back. We planted tulips. The sea holly is taking off, which makes me very happy. And then we have some Cynthranthus. I'm terrible with the names of these things. That's about to bloom. The spurge bloomed again, still. These are fancy tulips. I really can't remember what their names are, but they are very lovely. And the dogwood that I saved out of the backyard when we cleared out the edge is coming back. Need to get some more dirt in that corner though, because the weeds are coming through. Weeds are definitely a theme, as you'll see when you see the other garden. I have pulled some. This corner is pretty clear. We planted daffodils last fall or last summer. One bloomed this year, so next year I anticipate a whole bunch more. But again, we're going to have to clear out a lot of weeds. That's not something I'm particularly looking forward to, but it has to happen. That is a patch of calla lilies coming up. There should be a couple more in here, but as I recall, they don't all come up at the same time, and I'm not sure why. My oak leaf hydrangea is huge. My limelight hydrangea is vigorous. More weeds. Oxalis in bloom. An enormous butterfly bush. Calla lilies. Hyssop. My fig trees survived the winter. That makes me enormously happy. So did the other one, which you might or might not see. I planted leeks last fall, and they're doing quite well. I started them indoors, and they're growing. I need to add another layer here. And I'm probably going to plant onions in the back because I have some onion starts that I recently purchased, and they do need to go in the ground. Serviceberry. One of the 3 artichokes has come back. This bed sunk a lot, as you can see. So I'm going to be augmenting it with more soil. I'm not sure what I'm going to do about the artichoke. I guess not fill this corner. We'll see. So this bed is incredibly not ready for prime time. Still working on it. Lots of weeds to get out. Chickweed is terrible. I hate it. But I've got rosemary blooming, oregano that is way taking over time, and my personal success, I have an asparagus bed. Since this is only the 2nd year since I planted it, I am letting it go mostly to seed or to leaf out to become fern-like. I've eaten 3 stalks straight off the, just raw stalks off the beds, and that's likely all I'm gonna get this year, but that's okay. Next year will be even more productive, and I really look forward to that. Let's see. The weeping redbud is beautiful, as always. The maples are coming in. Here's the other fig doing well. Looks like I've got to deal with some crepe myrtle suckers. That won't be that hard. All right, the beautiful dogwood that Joelle White gave me as a memorial to Ben is blooming beautifully. It's almost past its prime, but I'm glad I did this in time to catch how gorgeous it looks. So, rose bush, rue, and then over here, I got a lot to get done. I did have some planting over the winter, and I used covers. And then recently I bought some lettuce starts. This is a red romaine. There's green romaine in the other one. Garlic. Oh, some of this is big. This kale overwintered. So did this cabbage, but I already knew it wasn't going to do anything. So here's the lettuce that I bought as starts. I can start plant. And then I bought, well, this kale actually overwintered, but only that one got big, the other one. So I bought mustard starts last fall and cabbage. The ones in this bed didn't do much. That's an ornamental kale. It's pretty, not really edible. These are honey berries. There's one here and there's one over there. I wasn't sure they were going to make it because by the time I finally got around to planting them, they looked pretty rough, but they seem to be doing fine. So this is going to become more of a perennial bed, I think, when I clear it. Herbs, maybe, stuff like that. Yeah, we'll see. I've got some Swiss chard, rainbow. I do need to start harvesting that. And then more garlic and peas. I planted a ton of pea seeds a couple of weeks ago. I was beginning to think they weren't going to come up, but now they have, and I'm hoping I can get them, that they start to grow a little faster. We can get them up on the trellis and harvest enough peas to freeze, which is something I had not done last year. This bed is going to be my beans, and I think I'm only planting the blue cocoa beans this year because they were by far my favorite. But there's a healthy growth of tansy and chamomile still from last year. And let's see, here, these are what's left of the cotton. And I left these seeds outside and I planted some in this pot, and we'll see if they come up. I have a friend who says they're not gonna, that they need to be indoors over the winter, but we'll see. Didn't get that cold here this winter. So here's some of the mustard. I wish I knew somebody who actually ate it because it's getting ready to go to seed, and I don't eat cooked greens really, except cabbage. So, I mean, it's pretty and I like it, and I've eaten some of the leaves raw. They're quite spicy. Anyway, dill, trying this once again. More of the old cabbage I planted last fall. And those two in the middle are Veronica. They are mainly just to attract birds. So there's going to be a lot happening out here. It's just not happened yet. It's going to look very different soon. You will see, I'm not going to go in the yard, but you'll see that there is a sort of a cluster of tubs, and in the middle of it is an apple tree. There's another one inside that little fence, which I'm going to take down soon for reasons. But yeah, so I put in 2 apple trees. One is a Cortland and one is Cox's Orange Pippin. We'll see how they do. But this space is about to have more raised beds. I hope soon. We'll see. We'll see how much energy we have. Tierney and I have not had a lot over the winter, so that's where we are. On the deck I have planted kale and cabbage in with the herbs in the green stalk that's still up there, and I have more green stalks to put together and plant. I have strawberry starts that need to get out. Hopefully all that's going to happen later today, but I wanted to make this video and to show you how things stand right now. That is it for the beginning. I'm using a new camera. I got a GoPro Hero 8 for Christmas, and this is the first video I've tried to record on it, and we'll see if it works. If it does, and you see this, I just want you to know that thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and share it with your friends. Hopefully 2021 is going to be a better year for all of us, and hopefully if you're gardening, your garden is productive.